On this vote, the yeas are 427, the nays are 1. 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended, the bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in I don't know how long, almost the entire House actually agreed on something.
One douchebag.
One asshole is gonna have to explain to his constituents why he decided to be the only moron to vote against it. But at the same time, we seriously doubt that we are ever going to see the true Epstein files. There are rumors and rumblings that we've heard stories for months now that the DOJ is doing everything they possibly can to get Donald Trump's name out of the Epstein files. So will we actually see it?
They're scrubbing it like an old piss-covered rug.
They really are. That's where all our taxpayer money is going right now, hiring people to fucking take Donald Trump's name out of it. It's in there thousands of times. He's the most named person.
You know, the best part, in the stuff that the House committee has been releasing, he's in there like thousands of times. So whatever they release, he's already in them a million times.
Right.
We're just looking to see the shit that hasn't been released yet.
That's right. Yeah, I can't imagine how bad it's going to be. I can't imagine how bad it's going to be. Jeffrey Epstein's brother has come out and said that he feels that the DOJ is adamant, doing a lot of effort, putting a lot of effort into scrubbing these files. Donald Trump spoke at the McDonald's summit. I didn't know that was a thing. We're going to play some videos from that. I think his health is way worse than anybody is saying, because he slurred his way through this entire evening.
Well, his brain slurs its way through the day. So
right, yeah. He hosted another terrorist at the White House.
This
seems to be the norm.
Remember 9/11?
Hello, like seriously, the last guy with the leader of Syria, who's ex Al Qaeda, and now he hosted LBS, who of course, and he defended him. That's the crazy part. We have the clip of him defending and calling Khashoggi that he deserved it. Like this.
Yeah, if you remember 2018.
This is crazy.
2018 was it? An American journalist was hacked to death with a bone saw. The order to give that horrible fate was given by the guy that Donald Trump just hosted in the Oval Office today.
Yeah. Awesome, super. And then Donald Trump, of course, is having a meltdown. The only thing I was worried, I don't understand. The last 10 months, they spent so much time trying to cover this up. And then one day, Donald Trump's like, yeah, just release it. And
well, that's why, because I think they scrubbed it enough.
Could be. But we know these people are idiots. So if they do attempt to scrub this stuff, it's going to be pretty damn obvious. Mike and I had the epiphany of what if they put names into the files? Has anybody ever thought of that? If they're willing to scrub Donald Trump's name out of it, are they willing to put people's names into it? I'm not trying to be a conspiracy guy, but these people are insane.
It's not that you're saying that's what's happening when names come out for people that are, quote, on our side, because we've already said before, if Bill Clinton is legitimately in them, fuck him. If Barack Obama's in there, fuck him. I don't care. I don't care. But the fact is we don't trust this Department of Justice, because this Department of Justice answers to the president, whereas in a functioning democracy, the Department of Justice is not used as a weapon.
Right.
Okay. Except for justice, not to attack political enemies. So we'll see what happens.
It's pretty sad. But anyway, today we have a special guest. This is my homegirl from New Jersey who's never been on the show before. I was actually shocked the other day when I realized, I'm like, yeah, you've never been on our show before. We play video games. If you ever see me on Twitch, we play video games together all the time. She's a badass at Warzone, and we've been playing Arc Raiders together. And it has been some of the most comical shit. Because for anybody that plays video games, you play Arc Raiders, man. It's so much fun. It's probably one of my most favorite video games of all time. So welcome to the show for the first time from New Jersey, Amanda Sherman. How do you say your last name properly? Sherman.
Sherman.
Hi, there we go.
That shouldn't be
How's
that
it
hard.
going? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I feel
So,
honored.
how are things in New Jersey?
I mean, I, s- I mean, things are great for me, but a lot of people have a problem with who
Yeah.
won,
Oh,
So
you got a socialist monster too who's going to turn the world against all good Christian, God-fearing Americans?
yes, and apparently he's going to turn all our kids trans or something.
That's the
Yes.
plan. That's
You
their
know,
plan.
Because New Jersey just elected its first Democrat woman governor.
Really?
Yep.
That's right.
They had
That's right.
I think the previous Christy Todd Whitman was a Republican, I believe. So that's why this was the first Democratic woman.
yeah, and they demonize it here. They honestly think it's the opposite end of the spectrum. So
Mhm.
I don't get it. You can't reason with them. I live in a
No.
very red area, so
And Jersey's
Both of us
blue,
do, too.
obviously, overall. Like myself, you would think New York's a blue state. Really, the city is blue. Everything else is red.
Mhm.
But Jersey is typically a pretty solid blue state. But
Yeah.
it's weird. There's like a blue belt that
mm,
goes through Jersey, and then like speckles, probably. I want to
there's
say,
speckles.
like we're everywhere. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah. I'm in
there's
Pennsylvania in a very red area.
there's a
Very.
lot of uneducated and undereducated people, and
I
unfortunately.
we
think
have a lot of
Jeremy,
old-
you live in a pimple. It's so red.
I know, right? We live in like an old money area. Yeah. It's annoying. I mean, it's a beautiful area, but nothing happens here because we're so isolated from the rest of the world. So, I mean, in a way that's good, but at the same time, when you're trying to report on it, there's nothing to do in my hometown. It's not like I can just get in my car and be like, all right, I'll be there right away. You know what I mean? To record something or to live stream something. There's nothing to do here. So, but anyway, yeah, we're going to be in DC doing some live streams this weekend. Just, I guess we should throw that out there.
God, if
So
you
I'll
lived
be
in
there.
Jersey or New York, you'd be in the city all the time, just following protests around.
I mean, yeah, that's what I would be doing. If I was in DC, I would constantly, every day, I'd be out in the streets trying to find
I
something.
I live in the sticks, but I know we get the president or ex-presidents visit my town a lot to go to this store, Bagliani's.
Really?
I've only walked in and out. I've never shopped because they're always too busy. So it's
Interesting.
like an
Really?
some Italian store.
Oh, a little Ginzaloon market.
All right, so let's get into it. Sorry, so it has passed the House. Only one person voted against releasing the Epstein files, and it has. All right, so I guess it was like a pre-vote in the Senate, and they unanimously agreed they will not amend it because if they amend it, then it has to go back to the House and back and
It's
forth. and back and
funny
forth.
because Mike Johnson threatened to him, or threatened. I won't be hyperbolic. Mike Johnson said that there were provisions in the bill as it stood in Congress that he would want to amend. But then when
Right.
it came down to it, that was all performative bullshit for Trump because if he's going to be part of the unanimous vote, then all the Republicans that are against the bill are voting for the bill.
Right.
Because they know that they don't have the numbers to vote against it, so they don't want to be on record as being the douchebags that voted against the bill. That's really all that is.
Plus, so if they vote, even if Donald Trump vetoes it, it'll still get passed. At this point, they have enough votes. So Mike Johnson now has to send it from the House to the Senate. Of course, I'm learning all this stuff today. I have to make sure I explain this right. So he's kind of the only thing holding the process back. So if he doesn't do it by late tonight or tomorrow morning, he's going to be getting a lot of heat from a lot of different people, especially the public. He is not going to be safe because then, I mean, it's obvious at this point that Donald Trump's all over it. We've seen the emails. Mike and I have been covering it for 2 years. These people are just raging pedos, and all of them should be held accountable. And, like the whole, Bill Clinton's in there. We don't care. We don't care. I don't have Bill Clinton merch that I just absolutely love, and I don't want to change my identity. I didn't build my whole identity around Bill Clinton like they did Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
That the Republican Party has settled into this worship of their figures or this pretending that their side is just this perfect immovable object. And they hated when the Democrats fell in love with Barack Obama. But I'll tell you what, as someone who was a big fan of Obama at the time, obviously I've learned that he's just as much of a corporate president as anyone else. But I'll tell you this, he's not in the Epstein files. And if he is, I don't care, because the progressive side of politics doesn't. Even we have AOC, we have Jasmine Crockett, we have a lot of people that are charismatic. We now have Zoran Mamdani. We have people who know how to play to the crowd, energize people, and get a message across, but no one's worshiping them. No one puts them on a pedestal. That's not how it's supposed to be. Politics isn't supposed to be electing people you think are perfect. You're supposed to elect people like yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my little mini rant.
Hang out with, like, I hate that question of like, which president would you rather have a beer with? Neither. I don't want to hang out with the president of the United States.
Go do your job. Don't have a beer.
Right. Like, I'm a raging stoner. Like, the last thing I want to do. Well, actually, that would be fun. Like, one of my bucket list items is I always wanted to smoke weed with Barack Obama. I think that would be awesome. Cool. Right?
That would be pretty awesome.
Right? Or Bernie Sanders, like, for real.
I don't like the smell. I don't like the smell. It gets on my gloves.
You know what I'm saying?
It gets on my gloves. I don't like the smell. But I understand that the young people, they like the marijuana.
Can I just say, like, why is it such a big deal to release information on child molesters? Like, why?
Right.
Because we just politicize everything. And it's like,
there's so many people involved. Peter Thiel's
especially
involved.
When you say that you're so innocent, then what are you so afraid of? Like, I don't get it. Like, it just, none of that makes sense. Like, when you try to use comments, like, if you really, come on.
I mean, think it's because, oh, go ahead, Mike.
One of the criticisms, I'm being a little silly here. One of the criticisms of Trump regarding this whole thing is that he has currently the power to just tell the Department of Justice to release all the files. There doesn't need to be a legislative process to do this. So him acting like, I've got nothing to hide because I'll sign the bill. You have something to hide because you have the power to release it and you're not doing it. So even if they scrub them clean and you're going to allow the legislative process to be the vehicle in which it's released, you could have just done it on your own. And you didn't.
Let me throw something out here to you guys and let me know what you think. This might be a little conspiratorial, but I remember the emails between, you may not remember this, Amanda, but there's emails between Jeffrey Epstein and the former prime minister of Israel, or the former leader of Israel.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
I forget his name. I forget his name. I'm not going to pretend like I remember it. And it was all about mass surveillance. I feel like this was like a test case.
Of course.
What if it was Epstein and the blackmail ring and all that? Because they probably had microphones and cameras all over all of Epstein's properties.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Again, we said this on Sunday. It was Jeffrey Epstein wasn't in the business of child trafficking. That was his hobby. He was in the business of information. Okay, and when you're in the business of information and surveillance, you too are being surveilled. You too are being the target of intelligence gathering. So yes, 100%.
Is a mass surveillance operation. They want to use AI to monitor us in real time. Like, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? And I've actually seen videos recently of Israeli officials, and I hate bringing up Israel because it always gets our videos kind of suppressed. But
we got to come up with a different word for Israel.
Right, a code word or something like that. They are calling the United States the New Jerusalem.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not kidding, man. I feel like the Epstein thing was a test case.
Well,
to get all the blackmail information to.
Sorry to interrupt. Isn't it the Mormons or something that like think that I don't know, Noah's Ark or something happened in Montana or something?
Yeah. Latter-day Saints.
Sorry, I know my wording may not be
No, you're right. You're right.
It's Mormons. Yeah.
The Church of Mormon of the Latter-day Saints or something like that.
Whatever the fuck it's called. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, that's funny. I just found that out the other day. I think I made a video about it. I'm like, they seriously think that Adam and Eve. No, that's what it was. Adam and Eve are from like Missouri.
Yes.
That's what the Mormons
Well, but
think,
Garden of
man. I
Eden
was
is
like,
in
that's
Missouri.
serious.
It all
They
go,
think
yeah,
Adam and
Missouri.
Eve, the first people in the world ever created by God, were from like rural Missouri. And
Which-
they're actually moving there. They're actually, a lot of LDS families are moving to
they moved
Missouri
there.
because they think it's going to be the end times. And like these
But this
religious
goes-
people are going nuts.
This goes in
That's
line
Yeah,
with
they're
I'm so glad you brought
preppers.
that up.
They're those preppers.
They are preppers. This is the
That's so
evangelical
funny to me.
movement that thinks that Israel is going to be the site of the end of the world. So that's why they want to support Israel. That's what the foundation of AIPAC is.
Dude,
Do
Mike,
they
when
know
we get off
something we
here,
don't?
Mike and I talked about this, or
No.
James and I talked about this yesterday. Google Greater Israel, or go on Twitter and search for Greater Israel. It's literally all of Jordan. It goes up into Turkey, all like half of Syria, half Iraq, and down into Saudi Arabia, like a third of Saudi Arabia, and that's what they're calling. They're saying that land is promised to them by God. I'm like, when is this
Yes,
going to
because
stop?
they're just going to, it doesn't stop. When you think you're ordained by a religious being, it doesn't stop because
That's
you think
crazy.
you have
isn't
ultimate
it?
rights.
That's really crazy.
It
to me.
is. We thought white supremacy was bad.
oh, yeah.
Zionism is really bad.
Way older than white people being racist shit is humanity picking a religion and killing everyone over it.
But
That's way
Zionism
older.
is.
Because it's a perfect way to control.
Mhm,
It's a way to control without violence.
mhm.
Yep.
Initially, anyway. You know
It
what
really
I mean?
is. So, all right, let's get into some of these videos because I know. Well, Mike hasn't seen most of these, and Amanda hasn't seen any of these. So let's start with something funny. Scott Bessent, I think it was Treasury Secretary. Honestly, I don't care what the titles are, but Scott Bessent goes on to Fox News here to say that meat prices are high because illegal immigrants are smuggling diseased meat across the border. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it out without laughing.
Because people fleeing their country are known to carry steak in their fucking backpacks.
Right. That's what
And
happens.
just start a barbecue out in the wilderness before they hop
Fuck
over
fentanyl.
the border.
Fuck fentanyl,
Yeah,
dude. We
forget
are bringing
fentanyl.
in
We're-
steak.
You
And
got
fucking-
disease steak too. Come on.
This is beyond idiotic.
This is
but
legitimate.
This is what they're
Play the
saying.
video. This is legitimate.
But what is your take on what you just heard? He's expecting $10 meat.
Well,
pound.
Maria, the beef
$10
market
meat.
is a very specialized market. It goes in long cycles, and this
guy
is
currently
the
has
perfect
a
storm
thumb up his
again.
ass.
Something we inherited, and there's also because of the mass immigration a disease that we've been rid of in North America made its way up through South America. As these migrants, they brought some of their cattle with them. So part of the
They're not. Well, wait a minute. They thought they're bringing cows with them. They can't. I thought it was dumb enough when they thought they were carrying like steaks with them. They think they're carrying Hold on, Bessie. Be quiet while we go through the shadows. Moo. Shit.
Right. Damn illegals bringing their goddamn cows across the
Because
border.
there's not the best way to sneak across the border is with a 1-ton big fat stupid animal.
Right. Nothing camouflages
He
you more
was
than a bunch of
legit
cows.
stuttering, trying to look for a new reason why this, that, and the third, and he just kept going with it and kept.
Immigrants
kept
in South
going.
America.
I am crying.
America with diseases that have been eradicated. You know what's funny? If those diseases were eradicated, buddy, how were they eradicated? Explain that to me. Was it vaccines?
Right, with vaccines, exactly.
Anyway,
that
that
is
is
the
amazing.
funniest shit. I'm sorry, I lost it there. That's funny.
Oh my God!
That's why.
Maybe the immigrants are hiding in the cows.
Frozen cows.
That's great.
That's comment of the day. Yeah, they're hiding them
Yes.
inside of their yeah.
Oh
How did
my
they get in there?
God.
Ooh,
Ooh,
God.
it's like that rhino.
Just shoving them inside of the cow's
in
vaginas and like, just sorry, I fucking intrusive thoughts, man. I'm sorry.
What
This
the
whole
fuck? He
subject is
actually
so
was
stupid.
like- First of all, she was like $10 meat.
Right? What is $10 meat? Like,
How
what kind
drunk
of
was
meat?
she?
Apparently.
Right. This whole thing is stupid. Like they're trying to make Donald Trump look good somehow. They're even blaming.
Excellent reference to Hoth when they cut open the tauntaun, and I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
That is
all
so
right.
good.
Next,
Next,
because I could laugh about that for another 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got to get serious here. For actually, you know what? I'll save that video for later before we get serious. I want to talk about Donald Trump's
Is this funny
recent McDonald's summit.
Right.
So the whole world is falling apart. Like we're on the verge of World
I'm
War
loving
III. Americans don't even know if they have food benefits or health insurance from month to month at this point, and Donald Trump is talking about fish sandwiches at the McDonald's event. I'm not kidding. And he slurred his way through this whole thing.
Fish.
I feel like this is like an entirely Weekend at Bernie's scenario. Like they're just keeping him up with
they're
at this point.
gonna prop him up with like strings
Jesus.
and springs.
All
and
right,
stuff.
so let's watch the first video. Here he is. I like fish. He literally says it like that. I like the fish.
Doing honest, beautiful, hard work and happy families sitting down to a really great meal. Because no
sounds
matter
like
who
shit.
you are, everyone loves something at McDonald's. There's always something to have.
This is a free
I like
fucking commercial.
fish.
Think about that.
I like
the
it.
fish. What is
You
that?
could do a little bit more tartar sauce, though, please. Seriously.
That's what this is. This is a
I
legitimate.
hate when I said, "Do you have any
commercial
tartar
for
sauce?"
McDonald's.
Do you understand that? Yes, he understands that.
Do you understand? Put
Yes,
more
President
tartar.
of the United States, who apparently, according to Amanda, has a gold McDonald's card.
I swipe it. They give me all the McDonald's I want, all the fillets of fish, every fillet they
Right.
have. I get them.
Again,
I know if you Google it, first glance you can't find it. But I seen a little video of a guy claiming to be his lawyer, and
That's funny.
he represented him in a bankruptcy case. And some of the details he shared kind of would have confirmed it, I guess.
Oh
But
my God.
anyway,
They're
Yeah.
real. No, I'm
Is
looking
it?
But no, like apparently they're issued to certain people. So
Yeah.
like Bill Gates has one, Warren Buffett has
No
one.
way. Come on, man. Like they can't afford their
you
own
know
goddamn
Trump
McDonald's.
got one.
Of
You know
course.
he has one.
That pisses me off. He can't even pay for his own goddamn McDonald's.
I mean, they're like, like
I hate rich people.
jokes, if you will, but like, yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's like you have all the money in the world and then you still need free shit on top of that. Well, we
Well,
can't
that's
even get
what- you know
food
what?
stamps. Fuck you.
That
You know what I'm
I
saying?
always
Shit.
hated that about like
Corporate
award
welfare.
shows. I always hated how in award shows, rich ass people go to award shows and they get bags full of thousands of dollars of free shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Anyway,
Oh my God. So
I'm
yeah, all right.
complicated.
So then he goes on to say something about. All right, I'll just play the video. We can laugh about it afterwards. But these are, it's just gibberish. But listen to how he slurs when he talks.
It's incredible what's taken place in our country. The world was laughing at us like we were stupid people. They're not laughing anymore. They don't laugh at us anymore. They respect
Oh,
us
they-
now
yes,
again.
they are.
And that's
They're
what we
laughing
want.
harder.
We want to be liked. We want to be respected much more so than being liked. And in a certain way, they like us better now, too. They respect us, but they like us better now because the world was ripping off our country.
Gibberish, man. Jesus,
What the
this
hell?
is so embarrassing.
they like us
exactly
because the
teeth are
world was
loose.
ripping off our country. The way he seamlessly just melts into other things, you could tell his stream of consciousness is just a jumbled mess.
Oh, wait till you hear the next one. It's even worse.
Oh.
It's even worse. Oh, Amanda, did you hear about Nicki Minaj is gonna? Oh, yeah, you heard about it because I was in your ear about it yesterday playing video games. I was crashing out. We're on Arc Raiders, and I'm sitting there screaming about Nicki Minaj representing us at the UN. I'm like, come on, man,
It
backing
makes
the
no
Trump.
sense. No sense whatsoever.
please.
And I like
no.
Nikki. I love Nikki.
I got
Whatever.
nothing against her, but like geopolitics, really?
No, that's
Yeah,
not.
and then he's like, nobody thinks we're stupid now. Really? Really?
Yeah,
Like,
you said Kim Kardashian. At least she has a little bit of education. With
Yeah, at
the-
least she got a law degree.
Yeah.
no,
yeah,
wait,
has
did
a
she?
law
I
degree.
think she failed. Did she
Yes.
fail the bar?
Oh,
No,
I don't
she-
know.
Finally passed it.
Did she? Oh, I heard she failed the bar, which I can't stand. Like
I
her,
think she
like her whole
failed
family.
originally, but I think I don't know. Let me not
I don't know.
say
I blame her
anything.
whole family for like the whole obsession with, because like Kris Jenner, seriously, she's 70. She looks younger than she did when she was 30. And everybody's like, oh, she's just so
there's-
healthy and a healthy lifestyle and exercise.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
And then they put like serums and sperms and whatever egg yolks
Bro,
on
just,
their face
yeah.
and-
Sperms.
I don't know what they do. They do weird
various
things.
sperms. They have a
Just-
buffet.
Blood
of
on
I
their
wouldn't be
face.
surprised. I would not be surprised if that's what they used.
Yep,
I
they
would
use
like
a
to
lot
use
of
the
weird
sperm
things. I'm
of
telling
a
you.
prince in.
Oh, I got this new sperm you got to try. All right.
Right,
we
right,
gotta
yeah.
move on, 'cause I gotta make...
Right? This is like the movie Idiocracy. It just so much is so much is. This is the beginning of it.
I'm so glad
Honestly,
I understand that now.
I'm glad to watch their whole freaking disgusting pedo world fall apart. I actually get joy out of this. I've actually been in a good mood the last few days just watching everything fall apart. I'm not gonna lie. I
Well,
get joy out of it.
Look, we mourned our country during the election.
We did.
We talked enough about
I
that.
felt like
And
a
now-
relative died.
Yeah, I know.
I
and now
really did.
we went through the fuck around phase, and now we are in the find out phase. And I'm going to tell you, if I'm going to watch my country be destroyed from within by traitorous assholes, I'm going to take some dark joy out of it, because dark humor is the only way to survive this.
I know, yeah. And that's why I wanted Amanda to be on the show. She gets my sarcasm, so I knew she would fit right in.
Have you seen pics of Kris Jenner's hand? Palpatine shit.
No shit, right?
God,
Face
I
of
love
a
the
30-year-old in the hands of Palpatine. That's funny. Like
I love the
Gollum.
people who hang out with us in our chat. It makes me.
I
so
know, right?
happy.
They get us. They understand us. All right, so let's go play. I'll play one more, and we can move on to some more serious stuff. But here, I don't know what he's talking about. The American Dream. It's 2 words, or 3 words, or something like.
Oh,
try
I
and-
heard some of this. This is a
Please
bad one.
decipher this for me. I need English to Trump translation or Trump
Yeah,
to
Amanda,
English.
listen to this one. This is good. This is nonsense, pure nonsense.
Wow.
A great stock market is great for everybody, including 401ks. You know, the 401ks hit the highest number that they've ever been 2 days ago. And that's a lot of people. So they understand what's going on. And we're going to make the American dream a word that, 2 words that you didn't have. You didn't have those 2 words. Remember when Biden said, it's all about 3 words, the American dream. You don't want to ever get in that situation. Remember that? That was not good. It's all about 3 words, American dream.
I thought it was 2 words.
What the hell? Like that is
Bro.
dementia. I'm sorry, I've seen it.
Right,
I've
he's
seen
bad.
it with my own eyes. That
He
is
sounds like
dementia.
shit.
Words, the 3 words. It's
The American Dream. You
And,
know?
well, we can't have. With
We didn't
Biden
have
said
that.
3 words, and it was we can't go back to that. But
Right.
what?
We didn't have that. And keep in mind, he's speaking in front of a room of people that own McDonald's franchises. He's not speaking to world leaders. He's not solving any problems whatsoever. He's creating more problems and then fucking off and going to speak in front of a bunch of people that own McDonald's franchises because he likes McDonald's. This is so embarrassing. This is going to be in the history books, everybody. Like world history in other
tweeted out-
countries. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
He tweeted out a picture of the White House with the golden arches on top. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
they,
you know
they
what?
have no sense of what just imagery means and any respect for the office of president. Just
No.
nothing.
Well, the flag on the ground shit had a lot of people pissed off. That was just disgusting. So you know what? I want to show this to everybody because James and I talked about this picture. Amanda, I think you might have seen this before too. But they were like, after everybody found out that Donald Trump was sucking dick, to whoever
Allegedly.
named Bubba, somebody apparently named Bubba. We don't know who Bubba is. It started off as Bill Clinton and then ended up being a horse by the end of the day. So as a result of that, White House love bombed pictures of him and Melania. Right, this was all over the White House's social media.
Even
Well,
though
me
we see
being-
plenty of times when she rejects his hand and tries to
I
get
was
away
just
from him.
gonna say,
Right.
oh please, she can't
Well,
stand
me
that
being
man.
the weirdo that I am, I just happened to notice this guy over here. You see where my mouse is? This phone, and I'm like, wait a second. When you zoom in, bro. What is missing in this picture? Guys, there's no Melania
No
in this
First Lady.
picture. This guy's phone is video recording Donald Trump right now, and there's no Melania. But
This
in
is
the photo
why
they posted, there's Melania.
This is why
This
they
is not a
could,
conspiracy. Look at this. Look, it's photographic evidence that this is a fucking made-up photo.
they
There
could
is no
scrub.
Melania.
They could scrub the Epstein files all they want, but this is how bad they are at criming. Like, they're not going to do it in a way that helps them get away with it.
And I'm
They're
not even an investigative reporter. I'm just nosy, and I'm perpetually on social media. And I was like, wait a second, I'm missing something here. I thought that was hilarious that they're just posting fake pictures. And as a result of everybody calling Donald Trump gay, it's just comical to me.
Well, to the Republicans, him possibly being gay was worse of a scandal than him possibly
Right.
being a pedophile.
That's crazy.
That is a fact. They
That's
were
crazy.
terrified of the thought of the imagery of him being gay, but the common knowledge that he is a pedophile is like, and a sexual abuser and a 34 count felon. All of that they're okay with. But oh my God, if he's gay, we can't support him anymore.
You're right.
I'm sorry, did like they forget about all the payoffs of the little boys from years ago? Or
What
like
payoff? From whom?
he paid off a couple people of like that were claiming sexual
Oh,
abuse.
really?
I
Who
didn't know
knows?
that.
Yeah, of
I wouldn't be
minors.
surprised at this
It
point.
wouldn't surprise me,
Minors.
yeah.
Well, let's play this video that Mike sent me because a lot of people on the right are really upset about this. Like, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is genuinely upset. Like, and I say that because
We are
she's
not
been obsessed
welcoming
with
her into
child
the
sex
fold, by the
trafficking.
way.
She's
We're not
been-
welcoming.
Cats.
No. But she has been obsessed with child sex trafficking, but she has been constantly saying it's the Democrats. And I feel like she realizes that she's been duped into believing that she was going after the pedophiles when in turn she actually, that's the only reason I can think that she would turn sides the way she has, is she honestly feels tricked and is not happy about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just full of shit. Who knows at this point? But they're just a lot. There's a lot of MAGA that are truly trying to justify 15 years old having sex with a man is okay. There are truly people out there justifying this, and they're calling 15 barely legal. Okay, now let's be clear. That's illegal. If you just turned 18, you're an adult, and then you just barely are legal then. Okay, but 15 is still illegal.
Now, if you
Go
want
ahead, Mike.
proof of what Jeremy's saying, here is a Fox News segment where they used a Gallup poll. Keep in mind, Fox didn't make this poll. Oh, this is a Gallup poll. And they specifically classify women from age 15 to 44. There is no definition of women medically
That's
or legally in any
crazy.
functional country that allows 15-year-olds to be considered women.
They're trying desperately to lower the age of consent. They are. But, you know, Donald Trump was sued allegedly at the time the girl he had assaulted was 13. So at this point, it really doesn't matter. Donald Trump is a pedophile. So, but let me play you just some of the stuff that's online circulating of these people trying to truly justify that 15's, you know, it's not that bad. But this is crazy.
A guy sleeps with a 15-year-old girl. Terrible, right? Rewind 200 years. 40-year-old guy sleeps with a 15-year-old girl. 100% normal, right? How is it trauma now and not trauma then? So if it's traumatic in one instance and not traumatic in another, then it means that we can basically change the cultural narrative that we're ascribing to our context and make it not traumatic, which means it didn't matter. Which means the only thing that matters is that you chose to make it meaningful.
But it was traumatic back
So
then.
he's too stupid to realize just because society allowed it back then didn't mean it was okay. It just meant the girl's trauma was considered
It just goes to show you they don't give a fuck about the girl's trauma.
They don't care about children unless they can. I'm
Right.
not even going to say it.
But this tells me I mean, honestly, if you're a Trump supporter and you see this clip, you know, I honestly see you as somebody that would do it, put it in that situation. You know what I mean? Honestly, because if you're out there trying to justify that, 15 is not that bad, bro, you need professional help. 'cause
Well,
you're
where
sick
does
in the
that
head.
stop? Because if barely legal, like Jeremy said, is 18 in one day, which technically that's what that means. Okay. If 15 is acceptable, then, well, what's barely 15? 14 and a half?
14's barely, right.
I mean,
14's
13's close
almost
to
15,
15.
right? Exactly.
Disgusting.
And
that
they're
is
all-
a slippery slope that they are engaging in. You know, most slippery slope arguments are fallacies. That's the whole point of it. But in this regard, they're using it to their sadistic advantage. They're going, well, here, and then, well, now here, and then, well, now here.
It's crazy that we're going to be known in the history books as the country that was led by a pedophile who was part of the largest black male pedophile operation in human history. That's our president. Yay.
We're the laughing stock of the world. Yay.
We are, yeah. And he's like, people respect us now. Okay, buddy. I don't think you, I don't know, man. I don't know. But JD Vance is just as bad.
13-year-old. Ew.
Huh?
Oh, I was reading the comments. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Megyn Kelly. Yeah, she's another one that was out there literally just trying to justify. And she has a 14-year-old daughter. Like, she should have
They
her child
don't
taken from her.
care. That's the other thing. I mean,
It
as
was
far
never
as
about
she's
protecting
concerned,
kids, man.
it's the
It was
same
never.
thing about vaccination. They don't want you to get it, but their kids and themselves are vaccinated. They
When
don't
they
want
said-
you to go get an education, but they send their
Right.
kids for an education.
When they say protect
want
the kids, go ahead.
no.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
When
I
they
got
say
nothing.
protect the kids, they meant like, against from being gay or being trans. They
Yeah,
didn't
that's-
mean being from pedophiles.
When we say protect the kids, it's protect the kids from the pedophiles.
And they don't want them to be gay or trans because then they can't reproduce.
You said it. Can't have more
Yeah.
little submissive religious drones if they don't reproduce.
The reason why they want them young is because they are able to train them.
Yeah.
Well, RFK Jr. was the one who went on television talking about how old men are in their prime, and so are girls that are, and just hitting puberty, and they're hitting puberty earlier and earlier. It's like these guys truly want to have sex with
It's
kids.
a breeding cult.
They
They are
want to.
obsessed
They
with
are. They
breeding
wanna breed.
because they
Right.
want to spread their genetics because they think we're animals and we still live by the laws of nature like that.
Well, they believe in eugenics. We know that for a fact, and
Yeah, but they
just-
believe they're the superior ones.
That's crazy, right? Yeah. And
Donald
honestly,
Trump and
let's-
RFK Jr. are the superior genetics. Okay.
Fucking hell. Yeah, let's be honest, man. There's some people in this world that just should not reproduce. And they mostly
most
live
of them
in the United
reproduce
States.
profusely.
Fuck. Because I feel like, again, I keep referencing the movie Idiocracy, but at the beginning of the movie, they talk about how scientists and smart people kind of come the outcasts of society, and it was just stupid people reproducing like crazy. And then you got RFK talking about helping people get more access to fertility drugs, and it's just this giant creepy, they're just all gross. This entire administration is just disgusting. Makes me feel, I wish we didn't have to talk about this stuff. I really wish we didn't have to talk about this stuff, but that's
Maybe
where we
one
are.
day.
Yeah. So, all right, let's talk about Donald Trump real quick. This video, like, imagine if Biden or Obama said this to a reporter. And yes, you guys have probably already
Imagine
seen
if
this.
anyone said this to a reporter. And what makes this worse is you are not seeing a massive outcry from journalists. You are not seeing mass boycotts from all media outlets refusing to cover the president anymore. You're not seeing anything.
Yeah.
And it's also 10 times worse because you don't speak to women this way.
Right. And the fact that it's the president is just shameful and again, embarrassing. But imagine if anybody else, the outrage. Remember tan suit? We always reference Obama's tan suit. I mean, Fox News literally called it unpresidential. And here Donald Trump is saying, quiet piggy, to a female reporter who was asking him about the Epstein files. That's his response. This guy is literally off his rocker now.
Is there something incriminating in the file, sir? Why not take us
He's like, quiet piggy. What the fuck, bro?
That's also, you know what else that is? That's more dementia because he can't control himself. He knows better because 10 years ago when he started this evil journey, he was I can't believe I'm going to try and say this. It's not that he was able to like be better, but he knew you couldn't say something like that outright.
Right.
Okay.
So
and
I
at this
think
point, if you saw the way he said it, see, to me, the delivery was
Like,
the most
quiet,
important part. He didn't go quiet, piggy. He went quiet, piggy. Like he was saying it. He was saying it with as much disdain as he could muster for a woman. That's what he was doing in the way he said it. It was disgusting.
God, yeah, that's. What do you think, Amanda? That's pretty sick, right? That's crazy. I think he's lost it. I think
Oh,
the
I
pressure
got
has got
his
him.
piggy. I wish, man.
Right?
But
Yeah,
I
love that.
can
Yeah.
say it doesn't surprise me when you've been basically shown to assault women, assault
True.
children, and
Yep.
Very
I,
true.
I don't expect much less than him calling a female piggy.
I
it
know, but
just
we shouldn't. I just can't believe we're normalizing this
it
behavior.
it,
I'm not. I'm
No,
not. I'm
not
totally
us, but
no,
as a
no,
against
no,
it.
no,
society.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. The
Yeah.
wider like no one. The fact that no one in the media is just outright refusing to even cover the White House anymore. Like, because it's not like you're getting any truth from them. So all we're getting is sound bites and sound clips of him and his dementia journey. But to not defend one of their own, it just goes to the type of character of what Donald Trump is. He is someone that sees people as less than him. He thinks that it is his right and lot in life to belittle them. He believes that everyone is sub him, and he has the right to just treat them however he feels at any
You're
given
right.
moment.
You're right.
Yeah, that is Trump. I mean, I'm from Jersey. People have worked for him in Jersey,
Oh,
with the casinos.
Yep.
I know people that have worked for him. I know somebody, so my children's dad, his ex-employer got her business from suing Trump for wrongful termination. So he
God.
is the biggest douche canoe that you could probably meet.
Yeah. Mike's from Long Island. He was like everybody in New York.
Yeah, I
hates
mean, I
Donald
grew
Trump.
up with my parents telling me stories about Donald Trump and what a piece of crap he is, how the unions hate him, how he never pays anyone, and I'm just a little kid hearing
Yeah, a lot of
conversations.
people didn't get paid. I mean, he discriminated when it came to renting. I know certain properties were not in the best of conditions, and not just with Trump, but with his, I believe, son or son-in-law
surprised.
has places in DC or
Oh
Baltimore.
yeah,
Like
they all own property
yeah.
everywhere.
And I've heard that their properties were not, very nice.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I would not want them as my landlord for sure.
Could you imagine having?
No. Hell no.
Could you?
I would
Oh
lose
my
my
God.
shit. There would be no way. All right, so let's talk about Donald Trump and the leader of Saudi Arabia, who, of course, we all know ordered the murder of an American reporter where they beheaded him. And here is this little punk bitch, Donald Trump, defending LBS. And I believe he says Khashoggi deserved it when a reporter was questioning the Prince of Saudi Arabia. Because, of course, Donald Trump has to protect his interests. Like, it's so easy to pay off Donald Trump. James and I were joking yesterday that Switzerland got their tariffs removed because they gave him a giant gold Rolex clock and like a gold bar. Like, it's literally all you have to do to get Donald Trump to do you favors.
Yep.
So he just won little brownie points
He
with the
is
Prince of Saudi Arabia.
Well, didn't the Russian dossier, the Soviet dossier, say that he was exceptionally susceptible to flattery?
Flattery, yeah, they did, and it's very obvious. But here he is. Watch this video. This is crazy.
He's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
It's just you ask, Mr. President,
Please,
if you allow me to answer. I feel painful about,
No, we don't care.
So instead of defending an American journalist that was tortured and brutally murdered at the hands of that man there sitting next to the president decides to denigrate that American's character by saying a lot of people said he wasn't a nice guy. Like, it fucking matters if he was a nice guy.
Right.
All right. This guy will always debase Americans, whether they're veterans, whether they're current service members, whether they are Not in the military. He doesn't care. Every single person that isn't named Donald Trump is a despicable piece of shit to that man.
Right.
That's how he views everyone, and he excuses their life, excuses their suffering. As long as that crown prince of Saudi Arabia is going to put money in Donald Trump's pocket, you're okay.
Well, that's not just Donald Trump's pocket. Saudi Arabia is really going corporate in America. They're purchasing, like, they bought the PGA Tour, but it's not just PGA. They're really trying to get their money into the United States. It's a little concerning. And let's recap who Donald Trump's made friends with so far this year. He's very cozy with Saudi Arabia. We got Russia, of course, Syria, whose ex-leader was, or whose leader is ex-Al-Qaeda, or probably currently Al-Qaeda, and Israel, who does nothing but get us involved in shit we don't need to be involved in.
You know what that is? Every one of those people, every country is a human rights abuser. Okay, because another thing is, in that meeting, Donald Trump says that he's the head of a country that is great on human rights. Saudi Arabia executes gay people.
Right.
Okay.
Dude, they killed.
They're not exactly known for their human rights.
They have a special prison for comics that make fun of the Crown Prince, where they beat and torture him. That's a real thing. That's why everybody was so surprised when the comedians went over to Saudi and did that shit.
Donald Trump is cozying up to someone who runs a country without free speech.
He wants that in the United States. He's cozying up to all the countries that want to control their population.
Yep.
Hello. That's want to be us if we don't do anything about it. So, yeah. Anyway, again, this will make you want to scream sometimes. But let's go to the Epstein files, because we got about a little over 10 minutes left. And I want Amanda's take on this whole thing. But because I don't think we're going to see the true Epstein files. And I'm, again, concerned if they're willing to take names out of the files, they're also willing, in my mind, to put names into the files, which could cause a giant shitstorm. But, again, they are stupid as fuck, so we don't see them actually pulling it off. But Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, seems to think, according to his sources, that they are currently scrubbing the Epstein files. So I'll play you that audio clip.
I do want to talk about is I've been recently told the reason they're going to be releasing these things and the reason for the flip is that they're sanitizing these files. There's a facility in Winchester, Virginia, where they're scrubbing the files to take Republican names out of it. That's what I was told by a pretty good source.
He probably has some pretty good sources, too, I'm guessing. He seems to run in that circle, which, of course, he was in the emails, too. You know what I'm saying? So he probably knows a lot.
They all know.
Just saying. What do you think, Amanda? Do you think we're going to see truly the Epstein files, or do you think it's going to be some distorted version of it?
So I think, because it's just the dumbest timeline, I think we're going to see...
I say that all the time.
I think we're going to see a distorted version of it. And I think what it's going to come down to is that we're going to have to petition the court for the truth, because obviously they never hand over original documentation, right? So they just gave a copy of everything to these idiots that took over, and holding the White House hostage. So I think it might come down to something like that. Or maybe Anonymous leaks it, or I don't know. It's going to be
true. It could be anything.
Someone's going to leak the true ones no matter what. That's a good
That's
point.
true. That's
it's going to come out. Unfortunately, I think it might come out when it's not going to matter as much.
True.
But here's the thing. Those emails proved, obviously, what we already knew about Israel being involved, but it also proved that Russia's involved. So there are two countries now that most likely have extremely damaging evidence against that. At minimum, Donald Trump. Because he is listed, again, more than anybody. He was listed more than anybody in the emails, and he's listed more than anybody else other than Jeffrey Epstein in the Epstein files. So I don't know how they're going to possibly scrub his name out of all of it, being that they are completely incompetent. I mean, they're being run by Cash fucking Patel, for crying out
This
loud.
is an important comment. I think there's more promising material from the Epstein estate due to the corrupt DOJ and FBI.
You are absolutely right. We got more information from the estate
has
so far
stuff,
than we have.
and the DOJ can't control that.
Right. We've got, and I think they'll just, somebody's going to get pissed and just leak all of it eventually.
Weren't they questioning Cash Patel and asking him why he didn't, ask for information from the estate?
That I don't recall, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me because they
That-
drill that guy
moron.
all the time. He's a moron.
It was a house oversight, or
Yeah,
I
one
don't
of
know,
them.
one of those meetings, and they were drilling Cash Patel. I watched it, and they were
they beat him
asking
up.
him about the Epstein files and this, that, and the third, and they said, well, why aren't you getting requesting this, that, and the third from his estate? And he's like, oh, well, yeah, I could do that, but
oops.
I have that authority.
Well, that goes to like what we were saying is they are the dumbest administration. So like these people are pure fascists, but they're really stupid
fascists.
They're really inept people. They're not they're not people of quality of character or talent. They're just not. They're just
Not at all, bro. Not at all. Oh, do you know what maybe just popped into my head? This is going to totally fuck up Ghislaine Maxwell's pardon. And it'll also prove that she lied to Donald Trump's attorney about, because she, and remember Cash Patel said under oath that Jeffrey Epstein did not traffic any girls to anybody but himself. That was under oath too. Cash Patel said that shit. Yeah, fuck yeah. Cash Patel said that shit at one of the hearings. He's like, Jeffrey Epstein only trafficked girls to himself.
how do you traffic people to yourself?
That's just called kidnapping.
Right.
That's literally just called kidnapping.
Right.
That
Child
doesn't.
smuggling.
I
Just
don't.
taking kids off the
They don't
streets.
even, because they do believe. Look, I like to believe that the average American is far stupider than I'm comfortable with, but at the same time, there is a surprising amount of intelligence that runs through us sometimes, this average American. So, like, I like to think people in general smell the bullshit, and I think they are.
I think they've definitely lost the narrative, I believe. And one, we've proven that the propaganda is not working, because if it was, millions of people wouldn't be protesting on a single day across the United States. So their narrative is not holding, because they need everybody to believe and just be subjugated to the point where they don't fight back. But that's not happening. It's obviously they have really lost the plot. The question is how much crazy shit and how much force are they going to put into this? Like, it could be crazy in D.C. when Mike and I go down there over the weekend here. It could be quite nuts.
You never know.
We'll be able to make it too. But if not, I'd be like, it's going to be fucking crazy. Anything could happen over the next few days.
You just
Donald
don't
Trump
know
is
when they're
probably
going to
nuts.
escalate and what they're going to do to retaliate.
Right,
And
you never
everything
know.
now
Like-
is a knee-jerk reaction because they are losing the narrative badly. And there's no real way for them to get it back. And what do you do when you lose the narrative? You just flail around.
It's like a
And I think
cornered
that's
rat
what
ready
they're
to
gonna
gnaw his own leg off.
Yep.
To get out of the situation. I honestly feel like he'll burn this entire country to the ground
Oh,
to avoid
absolutely.
consequences and stay in power. You know what I mean? But they don't need
Absolutely.
Trump anymore. That's what Trump doesn't get. They don't need him anymore.
He's going to be the scapegoat because all you have to do is let him go nuts and then go, look, the guy went drunk with power and then he lost his mind.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, pretty much. So, all right, I'll play one more clip. It's Marjorie Taylor Greene. I apologize, but she's been talking quite a bit since the last few days. And again, I feel like, because I don't think she's a very intelligent individual. We've pretty much established that over the last 2 years on this show, that she's not very bright. Okay? But I feel like she truly thought there was a cabal of traffickers, sex traffickers.
Maybe.
And she truly thought it was the Democrats. I think she truly thought that. And now that she's realized it's the guy that she's literally been licking the butthole of for the last 5 years, I think
And she said that. She said that.
I think she's mad about it.
She said, I've been backing this guy for a long time, and now this is how I get repaid, basically.
He's the only reason she ever got into office. You know what I mean? She would not be in Congress if it wasn't for him. But
She was just chasing victims of school shootings before she became
This is
anybody
the space
that
laser
anyone
lady,
knew.
okay? This is Jewish space laser lady. This is human baby. Oh my God, Mike. Fuck. She might have been right about something else, just still had the wrong target.
Oh God, what?
The child organ trafficking.
Stop it. I'm not letting you get away with that one.
No, man, but that is another whole story with the child, because along with child trafficking is apparently a very dark world, and this is not because this is dark, okay? But child organ trafficking is also something that happens a lot.
Isn't Kirk opening an orphanage or something?
Right. There was an orphanage, the Romanian orphanage, that was kicked out of Romania.
That too?
Yeah, child sex and organ trafficking is what I think the allegations were. It was never proven in court, but they were quite literally chased out of Romania by the government. So yeah, there's that. So Marjorie Taylor Greene did think there was child organ trafficking going on, but she was blaming abortion clinics.
You know what's really amazing? I will never excuse Marjorie Taylor Greene anything, but I will say one thing. You got me starting to wonder. We always say, and not like we're the only people that say this, but we're always saying that like there's a large contingent of MAGA that were just victims to an extent of misinformation, disinformation, propaganda, poor education, lack of access, a million different reasons, right? Maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene's just their representative. She suffered from those exact same things. And to your point, she thought it was all what she was being told it was. And now she's like, oh, shit.
I've been promoting it. Oh, no. But here she goes, man.
Doesn't excuse her. Does not excuse her.
It does not for her behavior. She's a horrible person. Don't get me wrong. I am not condoning her behavior whatsoever. Please.
She chased around victims of school shootings to make them seem like they were lying about it.
Right. And she thinks the government controls the weather and yada, yada, yada. She's nuts. She's nuts and a dipshit. But here's her talking about Epstein victims and all that.
I proudly rise today in a bipartisan effort to release the Epstein files finally, after 5 administrations have covered it up. Earlier today, I attended the press conference where the survivors, they're not victims, the survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's sexual abuse and sex trafficking told their stories. And they told stories about how it started back in 1991, 1996, and they continued on through the decades. And they told stories about how they told someone and tried to get help. They told the FBI, and they weren't listened to. And they told law enforcement, and no one did anything. And these women don't just number a few. These women number around 1,000 women. And they are victims of something that's unthinkable.
I did not know it was that many.
And this should have never, ever happened. This was the biggest fight I think I've seen in Washington, D.C. This is my 5th year here. And this was a fight that we should have never had to wage.
My God, her
it should have been
year.
the easiest thing for every single member of Congress. It should have been the easiest thing for the Speaker of the House.
Yeah,
I mean...
Does it make
let's
sense?
just stay
like
within context.
Realizes she got fucked over.
Within context, she did not speak poorly. She did not speak incorrectly.
No.
And I think it is very true that she's seeing the writing on the wall. She's going with the flow of MAGA, and she is going to be, someone said this, the MAGA oracle. She is going to lead MAGA as a victim mentality of we were lied to, we were taken for the ride. That's what she's doing.
We talked about this yesterday, Mike and Amanda. I don't know if you know about this too, but there's a fracture happening within the MAGA party. It's turning into MAGA is the pro-Israel lobby, corruption, big government, corporations, all that, and then there's the America First movement,
segment of
which
it,
is Nick Fuentes' movement.
Yep.
And since Charlie Kirk died, everybody's moving over to him. They are the straight up Nazis.
Might be
who hate
worse.
the
Yeah, that
Jews.
might be worse than Charlie Kirk.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think, is going to be a leader of the America First part of that, and stay away from the Make America Great Again bullshit. It is a big fracture that is happening within MAGA. It's not over.
No.
I mean, that would be a weird move
Neither
to
one is
make.
good.
I mean, that's like far right.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think that wouldn't be a good move for her, and I don't think even breaking from the typical MAGA role is good for her. I mean, MAGAs are starting to be questioning things, yeah, but they're really not. Not to me. Not in any of the chats that I'm in. Not in any of the.
Right.
They're still diehard MAGAs.
Yeah, there's still the ultra MAGA that is still exists.
Yeah, those ultra MAGAs, like there's no turning them, and you know, I think Marjorie turned a little too late. And I think she's slowly going to fade. You know what I mean?
I think she may be done. Yeah. She's been pretty vocal about hating being a member of Congress. So, or maybe she runs for president. Fucking who knows at this point, right?
My wife said this the other day. She's sick of living in unprecedented times. We've been living in unprecedented times for like 3 decades now.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking sick of it.
I know, right?
Catch my whip. Thank you so much.
I just want normal again. Catch my whip. Thank
Very
you so
much appreciated. A little gummy money.
I will also say this, that if Marjorie Taylor Greene, with what she is saying that's reasonable now, that we all can agree with, right? Those parts of what she's saying. If she's able to convince an ultra MAGA or a MAGA person that what she's saying is, you know, common sense, obviously, to us, but whatever, then those people would be smart enough to realize everything else, and they would just flip script. So
yeah, they might.
I don't know.
You know, it's funny you say that, because I think me and James said this yesterday, because they'll list. MAGA will never listen to us. We could say exactly what Marjorie Taylor Greene just said, and they'll be like, libtards, stupid propaganda, your fake news media, blah, blah, blah. But if they're saying it, like the superstars of the MAGA movement, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, all these people are starting to say things that we've been saying, MAGA will listen to it just because of whose mouth it comes out of. You know what I'm saying?
And look, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Donald Trump didn't create MAGA. The MAGA influencers, the right-wing influencers, put the thought in MAGA's mind that Donald Trump was someone they should back. So whoever they back and whoever they tell MAGA to back, MAGA will back. I think.
We'll see.
Because they're very influenced. That's the whole point. They are heavily influenced individuals. It's easy to get them to go in a direction you want them to. So
it's going to have to be a pretty polarizing figure, though, for I think the entirety of the Trump movement to back them. Because I don't
think
other
problem.
Than Charlie
He's
Kirk,
not powerful enough.
I don't see anybody that had MAGA's attention like Trump.
No, that they don't have
Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk's dead. So
Charlie Kirk was the heir apparent, I believe.
I think he was going to be groomed to be president one day. I truly do. Why the fuck else would Erica Kirk be in the White House?
He was young enough that they could have had him start running for Congress and been in there for a few years, and they would have done that.
So, all right, Amanda, thank you so much for joining. That's all we have for today. If you want to hang out with me and Amanda, we'll probably be playing Arc Raiders tomorrow, I'm sure. And then after that, we'll be in, Mike and I, and hope maybe Amanda, we'll be down in D.C. This weekend. I'll be there on Thursday, so I'll be packing tomorrow and getting ready for that and going down there on Thursday. Then going to Union Station. I'm planning on doing a Facebook Live at 6 o'clock on Thursday, and then me and Mike are going to do a live at the hotel on Friday, and then Saturday at 2 o'clock. Actually, the live we're talking about 8 o'clock at night, right?
Live on Friday is going to be 8, and then Saturday's
at noon.
Saturday's at noon, yeah.
Or before. Maybe 11. We'll start early, maybe 11:30.
Yeah, we'll start early, but the main event, like the actual event, starts at noon.
Yep, and that includes the live performance by Dropkick Murphys. So if you guys are fans or you like their music at all, I was not really a big fan of theirs until recently. I started listening to more and more.
It's still not my style of music, but I respect the fact that all their music is like go
It's like
fuck the
rebel music,
establishment.
like rebellious music.
Yeah,
you know
it's,
what I mean?
it's all protest music if you really
And
think
that's what
about
it feels like. Yeah. So they've kind of become one of the head like musicians to speak out against the Trump administration. So yeah. Anyway, we hope you guys have a good rest of your evening, and we will see you on Friday here. If you want to follow us on our social media, or if you want to donate to this this trip of ours here for this DC trip of ours this weekend, go to our link tree, which is in the description of the video. It's in our bio. Amanda, do you want to plug your Twitch or your social media at all before you go?
I am on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. That's where I stream the most. Amanda Sherman, SCHUREMAN. The tag is A Sherman, so ASCHUREMAN.
Perfect. And if you want a competitive Warzone player to play with, I highly recommend. Kicks ass. She usually has the most kills out of the group in every single game that we play. So, all right,
Thank you for having me, guys.
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, you'll be back.
I felt like such a dumbass for just like, it was like what, last week or just the other week. I was like, how the fuck have you never been on our show? Like, because we talk on a daily basis and play video games all the time. Right. Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, you definitely have to come back on the show. So thank you all for your support. We love you so much, and we'll see you in DC.